Fight Talk. I'm your host today, Kelby Cedarquist, and with me today is Derek Schramm. How you doing today, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you on a Sunday afternoon, buddy?
I'm doing beautiful, beautiful as ever. It's the Lord's Day, man, so you can't go wrong. But we had some good old fights last night. Main card starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, which is one of my favorite times for UFC fight
hmm
cards, man. But hey, Quillan Salkillds, man, he's a star. What he's got? He got three big finishes in this year so far. I mean, he
hmm
shocked the lightweight division. I mean, with a first round rear naked choke submission over the true veteran Gamrot. That shows something, man.
Okay, let's just get right into it then. Okay.
I'm just throwing right into it.
Really down today. We're going right in. Yeah, I mean, Killian Saul killed. I picked against him. I picked Gamrot. Um, the guy's only 6 fights in the UFC now. Now, 6 wins.
Yeah,
Four first round finishes in a row, five first round finishes in total.
yeah.
He is a danger. He's only 26 years old, and known primarily as a nice striker. Obviously, he did have some submissions earlier, looking good, and it just yeah, it was one of those things where it's like I thought he beat Benil Darush easily, but like okay, Darush he was kind of like he's going. He doesn't have the same chin. He got rocked by a big, strong striker. All right. Gamrot, that's the next step up. He's a little bit younger than Benil, still just as tough, powerful wrestler, and and hey, I don't think he looked bad. Killian did
Yeah,
sting him with the jab one time, but nah, he showed off his grappling. He took Gamrot down.
yeah, it's big.
He gets the back. Defends the heel hook, ankle lock, whatever Gamrot was going for at the time. Defends that, gets the rear naked choke. Wow, he is a threat. Only 26 years old. I'm pulling up my notes now. I wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, no, it was big time. 26 years old, man. I mean, start off the year getting that first round submission, and then the next fight he got that knockout, and then he went in and got the submission in this fight. I'm trying to remember. It was a Malkry was the first fight of his
Malarkey.
first fight of
Um,
this year, and then
oh,
he
this year.
knocked out Benil, right? Yes, he knocked out Benil, and then he submitted Gamrot. That's an incredible year, man. You don't even need a. And he's already what? It's barely halfway, just over halfway through the year. He can get another one by the end of the year. He gets another big one coming up towards November, December. He didn't really get that injured either. He looked pretty
No,
healthy.
he got in, got out for the
Yeah,
most part. Basically, fought around in there.
yeah.
Um,
No, I mean this is
yeah,
incredible.
I mean, yeah. So his UFC run at the moment right now, 6-0. I'm not gonna pronounce all their names, but like
This might be a
Jubilee.
perfect time for you to try out that layout.
Oh, you want to try the? Okay, let's
Yeah,
see if this
we got
works.
we got some new features here at Flamingo Fight Talk. We got a great, beautiful update, and we're going to try something out, something new. Let's see. While we do that, the
Let me
fight.
pull up
Yeah.
his Tapology page. So pardon the
Yeah. Yeah.
advertisement. So yeah, we're over here. This is 2025, his UFC debut. Can you see this? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Um, gets the beats Ashmuz. He beats Nasser at hack press in a round one knockout. Gets the performance of the night. He then
Yeah.
chokes out in 2026 earlier this year. In the Jamie Malarkey, and yeah, he gets a submission on Jamie Malarkey, but Malarkey is not Gamrot. Those are two completely different ends of lightweight here. And then yeah, he beats Darush very quickly in round one, and then yeah, he out grappled and choked out Gamrot. Um, for sure, like he is absolutely a danger in this division.
Yeah. No. Absolute danger this division. Gamrot. This is only second time in his whole career that he's lost by submission, um, which is actually insane. Like I can't even remember the last fight he lost by submission. Just
Yeah, he's only lost twice. Um,
yeah.
And honestly, that's kind of funny. So his last time he lost by submission was his last loss. against Charles Oliveira, rear
Yeah,
naked
that's
choke.
right.
But again, okay, so the only other person to ever submit Gamron is the all-time best submission fighter in the UFC,
Hmm.
Charles Oliveira, and now Killian Sullkid. Wow.
Is Salkillds better than Charles Oliveira? Is that the
And
next
I
fight they should
mean,
make?
Charles needs a fight.
Yeah, Charles needs fight. There's actually a lot of big news coming out with Charles Oliveira's camp this week. Um, do you want to get
Yeah.
into that?
Well, I know. What's his name? I don't want to get the name wrong. I
Yeah,
know the member from his camp just recently passed away. His teammate.
correct. Yes, and he's
And
backing out of the fight.
yeah, he was going to go. They were talking about his fight with Arman Sarukian,
Yes,
doing a rematch with that, and they ended up he pulled out for obvious reasons, and now Arman's booked up against Mauricio Hoofy.
yes.
And what do you think about that? Here, I guess let me go back to pulling up the rankings at lightweight here.
Um, I I think I like this fight better than the Charles Oliveira fight. I might be the oddball that says that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, where they got Hoofy at?
Hoofy is where is he? Oh, is he all the way down here? Okay, well that's the
Is it
media rank.
10?
Let me look what the meta rankings are.
Yeah.
Um. Oh wait a minute. Yeah, in the meta rankings, Hoofy's up at 7, and
Okay.
Armin's at number 2. So it's
Yeah.
like I think it's deserved, frankly. Max Holloway, um, he's. I mean, yeah, honestly, he just beat McGregor, but he's coming off that bad loss to Oliveira. Ilya just got brutalized by Justin Gaethje. Paddy Pimblett did just get the win by BSD, so he's kind of up in there, up again. So you could have done Paddy Armin, but I think we all know that Armin smokes Paddy.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Mauricio Hoofy, who what was his last fight? Let me. Yeah, he just beat Chandler at the White House. So, you know,
Yes.
it's a tough fight for him. You know, let's see. Can I? No.
I just don't see Charles Oliveira getting past him and then getting up into title contention again. I think Charles Oliveira is past that point in his career. Even though Charles Oliveira is one of the best to ever step in the ring, but I
I
like
heard they
this.
were trying to do it as a non-title fight, so not for the
Yeah.
BMF against Armin. I don't, and that was one of the things I remember. Like now that Charles, because that was my problem with the BMF fight with Charles. Not saying he's not a BMF, he absolutely is,
Yeah.
but where the issue I had with it is like he's still a live contender, and like okay, I guess Max is a live contender too, kind of was, and like obviously Gaethje is the champion, so he was a contender, but they were like aging veterans where I feel like Oliveira was closer to getting back to the title than Max or Gaethje was, but Gaethje ended up beating Ilya, so it kind of shuffled it. But really, I mean, I think this is Armin's belt at this point. And he just,
Well, it's his belt to lose.
yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't get the. I don't know if he would have beat Islam after the. Maybe this is. Maybe it's just me. After watching Gaethje beat the brakes off of Ilya, I think Armin probably could have beat Ilya. He wouldn't have brutalized him the same way, but I think Armin would have beat Ilya. I think Armin's beaten Oliveira. I think Armin beats Gaethje. I think Armin beats Max.
Yeah.
Like, sorry.
Yeah. Armin's a real one. I mean, that's what Arm.
Yeah,
I
and
mean, he's top two best in the division right now.
who did Hoofy lose to where it was bad? Was it BSD? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was BSD because he just got completely out like grappled. He had nothing for him, and yeah, everyone else he fights he beats pretty good. But yeah, so it's like it's kind of that like grappling aspect of it. And hey, if you're trying to say, hey, grappling's not an issue for me, I'll take on Armin Sarukian. Let me get that
Yeah.
title shot. It's not a bad move. And hey, if he does win, Gaethje versus Hoofy is an amazing fight. So like, I'm not
And
gonna hate
I
that.
think I think Gaethje would take that fight all day to end his career too.
Oh yeah, I think Gaethje would love that fight.
Yeah,
Ali Abdelaziz was talking about Gaethje moving up to fight Islam,
they're
whether
crazy.
he has to vacate the belt or not. He wants those two to fight each other and get that paycheck again.
Yeah, uh, from a fan, no, I don't want to see
I don't
that.
need that fight. I don't need that
No,
fight.
I don't need that fight. Let Gaethje stay at lightweight division. Let him be champion. Let him have his one more fight. Let him go out on a sunset and retire. And I don't think he's actually. I don't think we've even fully got the point of view from Gaethje. If he's actually going to keep staying fully, I feel like he could still change his mind at any point and
Yeah.
just retire and vacate. So there's
So do
like
you want to talk about other recently announced fights, or do you want to get back to the card?
we can do the next one if you want. Yeah, we
All
can get back to the
right, so
card.
let's get into our co-main, where we had a great old guy fight. Diego Ferreira
Yeah,
gets the win against Billy Q, Billy Quarantillo. You took Ferreira in your bet, and then one thing I know when we were texting, I was saying, I'm like, like Ferreira is the better fighter between the two, but he's 42 years old, man. I think Billy
yeah,
Q gets it done. He's a tough guy, even though he's 38. He's old too now.
correct.
You picked Diego. What made you think pick him over Billy Q?
Um,
Because you were obviously right here.
his relentless style of striking that he likes to pose on other people. I think
Yeah.
it would have been a little bit more overwhelming for Billy Q. And just pretty much that's the simple fact of that.
You just thought
But
he'd
no,
bring the firepower.
yeah. Yeah, bring the
Yeah.
firepower. You got 42, man, and he actually wasn't in that bad of a shape for a 42-year-old man
He
when he
looked
was coming
great for
into
a
it.
42-year-old.
Yeah. So I think he can get in, get out, get it done, put on, and then he showed it during the fight. It was very, very relentless, very steady, very strong,
Yeah, they
landing in
got
and
fight of the
out.
night, which I am happy about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm
And then, yeah,
glad.
one fight of the night, which is great for them. Um, What is it? What did he do? Let me look at it. I wrote something. Oh, yeah, he secured his 11th Octagon victory and his 20th professional win. He snapped a 2-year drought and proved he remains highly relevant in the lightweight despite of his older age. So
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
I
not
want
highly
to say
relevant,
highly.
but
I
you know what
want
I
to say
mean.
highly relevant.
But not highly relevant. But I was like, hang on, let me retract that. I was feeling a little spicy, but
Yeah. I
he
mean,
he
hey,
re,
it was a great
yeah, it
win.
was a great fight. Yeah.
Let me see.
Billy
Yeah.
displayed definitely massive heart. Simply just could not get his timing down just at the correct moments. Took a lot of heavy damage to the face and was completely outworked throughout the fight. But nothing taken away from Billy Q.
Yeah, I'm actually going to be a little harsher on Billy Q there. So
Okay.
yeah, obviously he had a little bit of ring rust in that first round. It's been a little bit of a layoff. That's not. I'm not going to get on him for that.
Yeah.
Um, Man, I think the what you can take away because these are both veterans here. Let's not make excuses for either one of
Yeah.
these guys. These are veterans. You know what the number one difference I noticed between those two?
What's that?
Listening to their coach. And you heard everyone who watched that heard Diego Ferreira's coach. When he was going, they're like, no, go the body, go the body. And you could hear it. Stop doing those kicks, box them. And you
Yeah.
saw the whole time Ferreira listened to his corner, adapting the game plan, and just beating the brakes off of Billy Q, to be completely honest. The other side, and yeah, we know Quarantillo, he has that pressure style. He likes to get in there. He can take a punch, and he obviously did. But you saw his corner telling him like, "Come on, like, okay, keep your hands up. Like you're taking way too many shots." He's not missing the right hand once. You got to keep your hands up. Not once, walking him down with the hands down, and in the I think you saw this in the third round, going into the third round in the corner where his coach is like, hey, he's trying to get him going. Hey, you need to go get the finish. Look at him over there. He's tired. And yeah, at that point, Ferreira was gasping for air.
Yeah.
And what does Billy Q do? He gets up on the cage, is like, rah, trying to get the crowd up. And the coach is like, look at your guy, look at your opponent. Billy, look, Billy. Look, and he's just not listening. And what does he do? He goes in there, doesn't push the pace, just walks down, hands down, and it was a fun, great fight. But it's like neither one of these guys ever getting ranked again. No, they're not
No.
ranked again. And yeah,
No.
hey, they got the 100K. I'm happy for them. But
Yeah.
okay, Billy, you got your 100K bonus. Great. Figure out a retirement fight if you're going to fight like that. It's fun.
Correct.
But you're 38. I don't need to see 38-year-olds get beat up like that. And then
No.
on the other side, I thought he was going to do that to Ferreira. And I was ready to talk about how Ferreira should be retiring.
Yeah.
But he looked great. He took some shots too. Yada yada yada. At the end, he called out Bobby Green or Jim Miller, and I was going to say, yeah, he should retire, blah blah blah. But age appropriate fights, I like that. What do you think about his call outs?
I think they're very accurate call outs. I think exactly who he needed to call out. Very age appropriate, yes. Especially at his age. You don't want to be calling out freaking me at 29.
I want Quillan Salkillds. I did like his other call out. He's like, man, like Sean Shelby.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, guys, I want to be on the game. Give that like how? It's like I've been in the UFC for like 30 fights. I'm not. I don't know if it's been 30, but like that was one of the funniest lines.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to be in the video game.
I don't blame him. If I was in the UFC, I want to be on the video game too. Why do you not put all UFC fighters are on the roster on a video game? If you can do the NFL and have 5,000 NFL players, but you can't handle 500 UFC fighters, there's something wrong.
It's like also like when you play career mode and all that in the game, like they're making random characters free to fight. Like why not like at least like put them in the career mode? Like that way you're actually always fighting fighters in the UFC.
Yeah.
Just saying. And like yeah,
Maybe
guys have fights in the UFC. I went and looked.
Maybe I want to kick Billy Q in the head 7 times. I mean, come
on. Speaking of call-outs, though, one thing going back to the main event, I do want to say I'm disappointed in Killian.
How did you do that?
Cold. What was that?
Yeah. How did he do this? I can't figure this out.
Okay, go in so next to video and between video and react on the bottom. Share.
Okay.
And then it should open up your window and you'll see the tabs to the tab you want to share.
Oh, what the fuck?
But yeah, no, I'm actually pretty upset that Quillan Salkillds didn't have a call out. He's like anyone in the top 5. Okay, yeah, anyone would be good for you. But bro, you just called out Gamrot. You walked in there, you finished him in a round. Why don't you have a name ready to go? Like, you should have called because he would have got it. He would have got whoever he called out. If he want, I think Hanato Moicano has a fight book, but like, you know what I mean? If he wanted Patty, I think he should have called for Patty. If he wanted Holloway, he should have called for Holloway. He could call for Oliveira as well. Like that's the thing. That's where he's starting to get in there. All right, cool. We figured it out.
Yeah. Like, huh? Interesting.
Yeah. You ready to get into the people's main event?
With the 35-second knockout main event.
Hey, put some respect in there, though.
Man, that was like my favorite fight. Just like walked in.
Yeah, it was something.
Are we even live?
We are live, just no one's watching.
Oh, we are live. Look at
that. Nothing new for us.
Huh? Yeah.
Nothing new for us. Oh, hold on.
I just wanted to see what it looks like on my phone with the. Well, that looks really good though.
What was that?
It actually looks really good on my phone.
Oh, you're just doing a quality check?
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the show.
Okay.
Okay. All right, this fight was a waste of time.
Darren, let me just start it off. I haven't done it. Started off. Darren Elkins versus Yadier Del Val, if I said that right.
Valley,
yeah, that's right. This bout was a short, violent blowout. The Valley stepped inside the pocket almost immediately and got cracked. Or no, he cracked Elkins with a devastating left hand, dropped him. Dude was on the ground, and he was taken to the doctors after that. Three fighters were taken to the doctors after this
Oh
fight, and he
yeah.
was one of them. 35-second stoppage. I can't. You picked Elkins, right?
Yes, I did pick Elkins.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Let me talk.
Go ahead. Sorry.
That was a waste of
Right now.
time.
Yeah.
All right, here I'm gonna read my notes verbatim.
Go ahead.
That was a waste of time, even though it was only 35 seconds. Obviously, Del Valle is a fun-looking prospect, but he hasn't beaten anyone. He still hasn't beaten anyone
Yeah.
except for Darren Elkins. Obviously, I picked the damage, but I kind of had an inkling of how that fight was going to go. I know I picked against what I said was going to happen. I kind of knew. Look, I wasn't going to pick against Darren Elkins. I love Darren
Yeah.
Elkins. He is a warrior. He has some of the like, you, you know that like Brian Ortega magic, where he just gets like beat down and then snaps the submission at the very end. You know what I mean? And like we
Yeah.
saw like with Anderson Silva did that against Chael Sonnen. Like just got dominated and just nabbed the submission at the very end. Darren Elkins is like the worst guy in the UFC to constantly do that. You know, there you go. Over 30 fights in the UFC. He is the damage. Um and it's like yeah, no, I wasn't going to pick against him, you know. I wanted him to win. I wanted him to get
Yeah.
just. I was hoping he got beat up a little bit, but managed to get the submission, so he would get that 100K fight of the night bonus, get the win in his retirement fight, and ride off into the sunset. Because that's what Darren Elkins deserves. But unfortunately, we knew that wasn't going to happen. But that's why I picked it because I had to manifest it.
Sometimes you just got to manifest things. I mean, the man's career started March 21st, 2010 in the UFC. His official career, you guys can see it on the screen, started January 24th, 2007. That's an incredibly long, multi-decade professional fighting career. There's just sometimes it's how it ends. If you keep going well
If you
past your
look in
prime,
there,
they're
March
gonna get knocked out.
21st, 2010, Dwayne Ludwig, TKO of round one. That is TJ Dillashaw's striking coach.
Wow, that's actually insane. Lost to Charles Oliveira though in the next fight.
Way back. Uh, there's a
Yeah,
win over Diego Brandao. That's actually a pretty
yeah,
good one back in 2012. That's famously Conor McGregor knocks out Diego Brandao. Um,
yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, like you look, he Antonio Carvalho, that's a good win for the time. Obviously, he loses to Chad Mendes. He loses to Jeremy Stevens. Keep scrolling up there a little bit. You see the loss. You see that actual amazing win streak he gets,
Yeah.
where he goes on a five-fight win. He beats Mirsad Bektik. That's one of his best ones. He got beat up in that fight and got the win in round three. Frankly, I think that was like the best fight on that card because that's Woodley Thompson too, and that was a terrible fight.
Yeah.
Then he beats Dennis Bermudez. He got by. He submits Michael Johnson in 2018. That is an amazing win for the time. And look who snapped that win streak.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little known fighter called Alexander
Alexander
Volkanovski.
Volkanovski.
And then yeah, from there, he goes on that rough losing streak. But Ricardo Lamas, Ryan Hall, Nate Landwehr, all good names. And then yeah, you see from there, he's never really able to get like
No.
too many more wins in a row. And yeah, it's time.
It's time.
The guy's been beat to hell.
Yeah.
And we were talking last week about like supporting fighters and blah blah blah. He basically thanked everyone that supported him, and that is absolutely a guy that I think as MMA fans we should check in on, and whatever his future ventures are should be supportive of because the damage has given a lot of great fights throughout the years and never got the credit for it.
No. Never did. You want to get to the next fight?
Yeah, sure. We got the women's fight. This was a great fight.
Yeah, it was. Well, to me, it was one of the best women's fights of the year. From this to be action packed throughout the whole fight, even though it doesn't
Yeah.
end with a finish, but
No.
a fantastic decision. We were on Alexia earlier in the year when she fought. She looked very great in that fight. Now she came back and fought Amanda Lemos and captured the absolute biggest win of her professional career. And she
Oh
definitely
yeah,
provided she
Lemos is
can
by
survive.
far the best. The Lemos is by far the best person Alexia Thainara has
Yeah,
ever fought, and she kind of. I mean, it was she had to come back from adversity there in the second round. She got dropped, but nah, had a great fight.
yeah. No, fantastic fight. Definitely show that she can survive against elite power and utilize a diverse arsenal to control against Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos flashed her, her signature style, but was just severely held back from her defensive wrestling liabilities that she showed in this fight.
I think she did look a little old in this fight.
Yeah,
She is 39 years old. I think it's like, she got tired pretty early, and yeah, I mean, obviously the wrestling's going to do that. Um, Thainara, like, she looked great, man. Like, strong, dynamic, good cardio. She didn't look tired at all. And frankly, like, she had the fight IQ. She had those instincts, knew how to stay alive when she was hurt. Quickly, like, in those positions in the scrambling, she was landing damage. She cut up Amanda Lemos pretty good and turned half her hair
yeah,
red. Um, but yeah, with Lemos, she's 39 years old. She's now had 4 losses since her title fight loss. I
yeah.
think she needs to start looking for her retirement at this point now, because
Lost to
just as
Gillian right
I
before
mean,
this.
Thainara's good. You know what I mean? Clearly, but like
Yeah.
she's by far the worst person Amanda Lemos has lost to.
Yes, by far.
No, I don't want to
By
say
far.
by far, but she currently is the worst person.
At least recently, she lost to Tatiana Suarez. Tatiana Suarez has been solid. And then
Great.
she lost to
Jillian
Robertson.
Robertson, who's
Robertson's
currently
been,
fighting for a title.
yeah, correct. And then, yeah, Robertson currently fighting for a title. Yeah, I mean, Amanda Lemos, I don't know. If I was her, I'd still fight maybe one or two more times, see what happens, and then
Yeah, and I'm not
assess
saying
it
she
from
needs
there.
to retire now, but she's
No.
39. You're again I think you're like 4 losses out of your last 6. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's time to start. You're not 4 losses since your title fight loss. You're not getting back to the title fight. Even and it sucks because she does have the win over Mackenzie Dern.
Yeah.
So it's like if she could get some wins, she could easily get another title fight as long as Dern has the belt. But at this point, where's she going to be ranked? Where's she ranked now? Let me.
You want me to pull it up?
I'll just look.
Okay.
So who are we talking about? Amanda Lemos was
Lemos.
11 going into the fight on the media rankings. So like I mean, Thainara was already above her in media rankings. So it's like, yeah, she's now in the, Lupi Godinez, Tabitha Ricci territory. There's quite a few people. Like, at this point, I don't think she gets past Fatima Klein or Yao Nan. I don't like. There's a lot of turnover actually in women's strawweight. That might be worth looking
That's a good
into
thing.
now.
It's a very,
Yeah.
very good thing. We were talking about that earlier in the year about women's strawweight. One of our first podcasts, I remember us talking about how there needs to be a little more of a turnover, and we're starting to see that. And now we're really, really starting to see that turnover in the women's strawweight, and I'm very
Yeah.
excited for that. We always need fighters, and not just women, but in the men's division too. Always to have newer and up and
Turnover's
coming guys.
good.
Turnover is always good. You don't need stagnant. You don't need that at all.
Yeah. We should do that. Maybe one of these weekends where there's maybe next weekend where there's no fights, we can do a stream where we go through all the ranked
Yeah.
divisions.
Yeah, no, we definitely. People love that. We'll go through
Yeah.
them.
But we need
Right.
people to watch in the stream. Like, come
Yeah.
watch us live every Sunday.
Yep. Every Sunday we'll be going back live. It's only gonna be Sundays. We're not gonna do anything else. Just Sundays. We're gonna do pre-fight, post-fight talk, random stuff, and just have a good
Yeah.
time. Nothing too crazy. I'll post shorts throughout the week like I've been doing last week. Just keep it good. Nothing crazy.
When we can get other stuff, other videos out, I might drop some. There's something I would really want to
Yeah.
talk about, but
For some
yeah.
reason, you guys have been liking more of the weird, corny stuff and the simple, easy stuff. I've
And
noticed.
it's like, yeah, if you like the easy stuff, okay.
Yeah. But let's get
All
into
right.
the Billy Ray Goff and Ty Miller fight. Miller utilized a calculated, distant-oriented striking game to dismantle Goff's defense throughout the fight. After executing a highly tactical blueprint across the first 2 rounds, he finally got it in the third round with 15 seconds into the round. And then you guys can see on the screen, man, it just says it for itself. 251 total strikes, connected at 64% of a rate. I mean, that's just
Yeah,
being beat in 3 rounds.
yeah. He kicked his ass.
Yeah, just
Like,
complete dismantle of Billy
um,
Ray Goff.
so Goff, story of the fight, he could not get past the reach. He
No.
could not figure out a way to get in and out of the reach, and basically he tried to break through on toughness. He tried to
Yeah.
just bite down, take the hit, land his hits, but and they said it on the broadcast. Miller looks like he's doing target practice.
Yeah.
He's hitting pad work. He's hitting jab, uppercut. He is hitting your UFC video game combinations, jab, cross, hook. Like
Came
he
into
is,
XAY and
yeah, he is landing all of them. And yeah, Goff, and he's a tough guy, for sure. He's fun. It was a fun fight. That he stuck in that till the third round,
yeah.
even though his face was starting to get battered. But yeah, man, like, yeah, there's one like, because like I kind of got mad at the end there of the fight.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he got the brake speed off him, and
Yeah.
target practice, yada yada. Just basically strategically, he just couldn't find a way to get past the reach, and it was like a 5-inch reach. Can you pull that up on the Goff? If you click on it, you should be able to see.
On like the reach.
Yeah, does it have it? It has it on the pre-fight. Here, let me. I want to see what the reach advantage was.
Billy Ray Goff.
Yeah, it was a 5-inch reach disadvantage
Yeah.
for Billy Ray Goff. So,
The 72-inch switch stance. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, like,
He's on a 3-fight losing streak also. Mm.
yeah, and that's the thing. He's tough, but he's not great. Ty Miller, he is a good prospect, but let's also talk about his corner here. And yeah, he's on a 3-fight losing streak, or a 2-fight losing streak. So yeah, they didn't want to like let him lose. You know what I mean? Okay, but he gets beat thoroughly for 2 rounds. You know what I mean? Up.
Yeah.
Okay. He gets thoroughly beat for 2 rounds. And then the corner advice.
It was.
They literally said,
he showed toughness throughout.
Hold on, buddy. They literally say, this is the coach.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. Do not engage. Just circle away. Circle away.
Okay.
Do not engage. We don't know what's going on. You're not fighting. Stop the fucking fight.
Fight. Yeah. No, that is insane that they actually
What
said
the
that.
hell? It's like, because, like, think of it. You just got beat thoroughly for 2 rounds. Yeah, your fighter's already on a 2-fight losing streak. Okay, you don't want him to get that 3rd loss, but your advice for him is to just survive another round of beating at that point. Stop the fight. Cut your loss. There was no reason they should have sent Billy Ray Goff back out there to get knocked out in 12 seconds?
15 seconds on the dot.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it was actually insane.
Yeah, no, they should have stopped. And even DC on the broadcast was saying, that's terrible advice. Why not stop the fight? So it's not just me over here. It's like,
Yeah.
why? there was no reason he needed to get like the extra brain damage there.
No, no, you stop the fight. You never let your. If you know, if you're 99.99% sure he's going to get finished, stop it. Nobody needs
Well,
that. No
you
young
know he's
man
going
needs
to,
that.
and that's the thing. He's only 26. You know he's going to
Yeah.
lose, and you already knew he's going to lose. The advice you're giving him is how to survive. And I know they're basically hoping, well, maybe if he survives, the other guy will get tired, and maybe a lightning will strike. And it's like,
No.
at that point, your fighter's only 26 years old. He's the main card opener. You know,
Yeah.
he's going to lose this fight either way. He's already on a 2-fight lose streak. Save him save him. I know he's already taken, like, again, pull up, you pulled it up earlier. It was like he already took 230
Yeah.
strikes.
Yeah. It was
There's no
insane.
reason it needed to be 232. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, yeah, it's not like it saved him that much, but it saved him the actual finish.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that one that pissed me off.
No, that was insane. I mean, at the end of the day, give where credit's due. Ty Miller,
Yeah,
shout
no,
out,
he's tough.
26-year-old contender series graduate, secured his
Yeah.
second knockout of his UFC campaign. Shout out to
Yeah,
Ty.
and Ty Miller looks great. What division are they?
170, I think. Pretty sure it was 170.
Yeah, 170. So he
Yeah,
is good. I mean, unfortunately for that poor
hard
guy,
division.
170 is by far the best division. I guess they could put him against a guy like Kevin Holland if they want to see where he's at, but I think they're going to be building him for a while.
Yeah.
So you looking ahead?
Yeah, I was looking at UFC 330. I was just taking a gander, taking a look.
All right.
We got some decent little fights. I can't believe Edson Barboza is still trying to do it.
Yeah. So you got any early predictions? Any things you're looking at on this fight? Neil Magny's on this card. Vicente Luque's on this
Yeah,
card.
there's some names down there at the bottom. Yeah,
Chidi, uh, uh, Chidi Bang Bang versus Joel Alvarez. That's going to be a banger.
yeah,
Ribovic versus Barboza. That should be a good fight. Ribovic probably going to win.
yeah.
Mansour Abdul Malik probably is going to brutalize Dustin Stolfus. And then, yeah, those two title fights are good because, like, I don't think we really know what to expect from Mackenzie Dern's first title defense. I'm excited to see it, and Jillian Robertson has absolutely deserved a title fight. So I'm hoping I hope this is a fun fight. Like, most
Yeah.
genuine. I hope that women's strawweight is just going to be a fun fight.
I
Um,
mean, this is truly an absolute dream matchup for
yeah.
women's strawweight. Dern puts
It
her
could be
newly
it
captured
could be a bit
strawweight.
of a grappling snoozer, full
Yeah,
warning. So I hope it's fun, but like,
it's gonna be
yeah,
for the grappling purists for sure. But
yeah.
you definitely get to see a new women's strawweight championship on the line. It's gonna be a fun one. I mean, I'm rooting for Robertson, but I think Dern's going to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna root for Dern just because I mean I like Jillian Robertson, but Mackenzie Dern's fun, and I want there to be fun in the women's
Well,
fighting. So I think
there's gonna be a
she's
lot of there's gonna be some fun because Robertson has a great transition wrestling. She's very just consistently rolling around. So
Jillian
it's not
Robertson.
going to be a very stagnant
Very
wrestling match. But
This could be. I mean, I think Jillian Robertson probably has the better technique on the feet. Though Mackenzie Dern might carry some more power,
yeah,
and that might end up being where this matters. On the ground, I think Jillian Robertson very much can top ride, and manage to keep the top position throughout the scrambles, and that is just going to be punishment for Mackenzie Dern. Because yes, she is good at jiu-jitsu, but it's hard to submit from the bottom at the championship level, and I, it's a tough fight for Dern, but again, I think we could have if Mackenzie Dern. Okay, so let me be honest. I think the strawweight skill level is a little bit lower than what it was during the Rose, Joanna, Whaley, even Claudia Gadela and Jessica Andrade era of
yeah,
strawweight. I just think they were all extremely talented individuals at that time, and now the women's strawweight division isn't at the same skill level. but it's still full of good fighters, and I think there is a lot of parity amongst them. So I really hope one of them can like get that like 3-fight title defense in like within a year or so, not like once a year fighting, but like actually often, because that I think that could bring some fun back to the women's game, which is kind of what we're lacking here. So yeah,
No, totally agree with you. Oh yeah.
yeah, and like there's a lot of like bouncing around divisions too. Like a lot of them moved up, and like that exactly kind of. For example, if Dern wins this and like wins this fight, I mean, Thainara's probably not going to get the next title fight, but like that's another fight where like that should be winnable for Dern, but it should also be fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think Dern's going to win it. I think she has more. She's just overall better fighter. She has
Tough fight.
better hands than Robertson. But
Yeah, I'm not sure about
yeah, I don't
that.
know. This fight could stay on the feet for a lot longer than most people are expecting.
I think the again, I think Robertson might have the advantage on the ground due to top control, and I think
Yeah,
she is a little more technical for stand up. But I think Dern is the stronger fighter. So,
correct.
and like both of them have wicked heart, so it's like I think it's a very evenly matched fight, and we're going to see if that who said it? You get when you become champion, you get 10 times better. Like I think we're going to
Oh
find
yeah,
out if that's true here with Mackenzie Dern.
yeah. Yeah, I think she has. I think she's gonna have that mentality for sure. Where I don't see anything crazy on the news coming out. Whether doing anything crazy outside of just working hard and doing what she needs to
No.
do to be a champion.
And what
Um,
about the main event? Gary versus
okay.
Makachev. I
Definitely
love the
a
fight. I
yeah. This
wasn't
is
I wasn't I wasn't super like excited when it first came out. I'm like, oh, I mean that's gonna be a good fight, well earned, whatever. And then like now that like it's next week, I'm like, oh, that is going to be a good fight. It's going to be pretty fun.
yeah. I mean, Makachev brings unmatched, typical chain wrestling that we're all used to. Suffocating top pressure, always putting
He's
a lot
good
of pressure on
everywhere
people's
now.
backs,
He
and
is.
highly disciplined southball striking game, which is
I don't
fun
think
to see out
he.
of these Pakistani
I
wrestlers.
don't
But
think he beats Ian Gary without his wrestling, but like
no,
Islam stand up now is wicked good.
yeah, Islam
Like
stand up is a lot better than what we were expecting 5 years ago from
yeah,
Islam.
yeah,
Gary counters with elite long range kickboxing.
he is so
Arsenal is
good.
built around fluid movement, great footwork. 5-inch reach advantage is like the biggest talking point that everybody is saying across all podcasts, all platforms. I
Well, yeah, I mean, he has the reach advantage.
yeah,
His true game lies in his jab and leg kicks, where he's
yeah,
just able to like interrupt
that's
his
it.
opponent's
You said it.
offense and just like be from so far out. He is like he's just kind of like it's in a defensive way, so it's also like kind of shutting down, but it is he's going against Islam Makhachev, man. Like
No, you
it's
said it
kind of
best
like
there.
yeah.
It's all right, people. Reach doesn't matter if you're going up against an extremely high level grappler. The grappler is always going to get within inside of the reach, and it actually is a disadvantage if you have too long of arms sometimes, and you
Yeah.
don't know how to use them quite right during elite stand-up grappling exchanges. But the key point is, like you said earlier, is his legs. How is he
Yeah.
going to use his kickboxing? How is he going to keep him at a distance? Is he going to work the jab good? We sh- I don't know.
Well,
I'm definitely still leaning towards Islam as my early pick, but I would fall over and be excited for Ian Gary if he gets the dub.
and I would say so. Like obviously the big, yeah, kicking a grappler like Islam, he can easily catch kicks, blah blah. But because he has that
Yeah,
reach advantage, he has those long arms. I don't really see Islam tree topping Ian Gary either.
no,
Without, especially not without eating some punches on the way doing that. However, those kicks very well still can be caught. So if you start, I would be interested to see if he starts using the teep to the leg or some oblique kicks and really kind of trying to shut down that distance and really like punishing the knees of Islam that way early in the fight. I imagine Gary's going to be on his bike, running away, and jabbing and kicking the leg as much as he can in this fight, trying to tire out Islam. And again, I think Islam's going to win just because I can't imagine it gets to position. I can't imagine he doesn't take Ian Gary down. You know what I mean? I think once he does that, it's just he's going to get the damage, he's going to negate, and he's going to get the win. I feel like it has that sense of inevitability, but Ian Gary is a unique challenge that he's never fought a guy like Ian Gary before. So
Yeah.
again, it's the fact of the matter is he is fighting welterweights now. These guys are big.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they're big welterweight guys. It blows my mind that Islam even fought at lightweight at one point of his career. But
Yeah.
kind of like same with Dan Hooker too. Always thought he was abnormally
The fact
big.
that Dan Hooker went down to featherweight once and fought, it's like, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, I remember that. We were questioning Dan Hooker. Okay, let's not get to that one.
Yeah. He has a fight coming up, doesn't he?
He
Dan
always
Hooker?
has a fight coming up. What are you talking about? This man has not stopped fighting.
Well,
Dan Hooker's fighting
it's a
his
good
own
fight.
self.
Yeah, Saladin Parnasse. We talked about it last week. That's why I remember.
Yes, that's right.
We already talked about it. I won't talk about it again. Anyways, buddy, I don't know if there's anything else I have to say.
No, I mean, I can. I do have some random news that's is UFC based, but it's not fighting based.
Sounds good. Let's transition over there.
Okay, let me do the. Streaming frustrations. Fans are having frustration regarding the full event replays on Paramount Plus. Reached a milestone as persistent online tracking has hit over 50 consecutive days as a topic that Dana White has acknowledged previously and is still acknowledging, but he is saying they're actively working on it. People are mainly upset that you can't. They're having problems going in and like watching the whole event from start to finish instead of
Okay.
them cutting it down, breaking it down. I have no problem with it.
Okay, so yeah, I get it. I think you should have the option to play the whole event.
Yes. Yeah.
Full cap.
Yeah.
I much rather. I love the fight selector.
So do I.
I love the fight selector. I hate having to fast forward like
Yeah.
oh look at all these
Yeah.
5 Toyo tire commercials like Justin Gaethje and Michael Chiesa looking at each other during a stare down commercial for like tequila for the 16th time. Fast forward. I love the fight selector. I will say the one thing that is hysterical about the fight selector or Paramount Plus is whenever you pause the fight now, getting the ad on the screen, and if you watch it on your
Yeah.
laptop, not on the TV, you
Yeah.
have to like hit it twice to get it to
Yeah.
play again. You have to like one hit to exit out of it, and then another hit to press play. So that is a little annoying. But like the funniest thing while I was watching these earlier is every time I paused it, I got so many Aleve commercials, and it's just or Aleve ads, and it's just funny like looking at Diego Ferreira's like face like all beat up, bleeding from the nose, and it's like Aleve.
Aleve.
That made me laugh quite a bit.
Oh gosh. For me personally, it doesn't matter, but I do think there should be an option for people to, if they really want to watch the whole
If
fight
you
card
can
from
do
start to finish.
multi-cam from different angles and all this stuff, you should be able to have a full
Yeah.
replay. It's not,
It should be actually
honestly,
the easiest thing to do.
yeah, I was going to say, it should be like the least amount of work.
Yeah. Like, it's just crazy.
Right.
I do, but so far, I don't want to. I don't like people bashing Paramount Plus. I am in love with the Paramount Plus app and how everything has worked for me, and being able to select the different fights, be able to select how they show the fights. They even do it where you can you click a fight and it just only shows like each punches and each kicks, and even if it's like a 5-minute fight, it turns it down to like a 2-minute fight if you really wanted to watch it really fast. I usually just watch the whole thing in normal speed, but
I think that's absolutely fine to bash on Paramount Plus.
Yeah.
I think it's completely fine to do that. However, I don't think it's really any question. If you want to compare ESPN Plus to Paramount in terms of watching UFC fights,
Yeah.
without question, Paramount's a better product.
Yes. Yeah. Paramount has been significantly better, especially with ESPN Plus at the end of the ESPN era for UFC.
I,
It went downhill, but
yeah, it went really bad for a while at the end there, I guess you can say,
yeah.
but like there was always issues.
Yeah, there was always issues. Boxing venue claim. Dana White deep into promotion drama surrounding a highly anticipated heavyweight clash between Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. He claimed that the TKO group and Zuffa Boxing personally secured the venue and commercial TV rights for the November bout, directly challenging previously stated by British promoter Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, well, Eddie and Dana are going back and forth with
Yeah.
each other because Eddie decided like he's going to be the one to stand up against the UFC first in terms of the boxing promoters. However, they took way too long in trying to organize a defense. So really, Eddie's just trying to like carve out his own lane as the guy. I think that's a big part why he has Tom Aspinall. As for the Joshua Fury fight, I mean, like, talk, 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 talk. When's the fight? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, and I know you need to secure a venue, blah blah. But these guys are also trying to get more warm up fights before they fight each other. Like,
Yeah.
uh, I'll tune in once the fight happens.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
I'm getting fed up, Kelby. Fed
Yeah.
up
I
waiting
mean,
for this. It should have happened like 6 years ago.
that's what I was literally about to say. Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, should have happened about 6 years ago, maybe
Yeah.
7, 8, 9 years ago.
Oh,
If you really want to
now,
get
now
into
you
it.
guys are both scrubs. Like,
Yeah.
congratulations. Like,
And they
you
have,
know,
and they're like, huh, we can't make money any other way, so we have to go to
you guys
possibly
literally
Dublin.
you dumb like you guys literally out. You waited so long that the pay-per-view era ended.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah,
out. You guys waited too long. You lost pay-per-view. I mean, they're going to find a way, but or actually maybe not if it's on Zuffa Boxing. It probably won't be. It's going to be on Paramount Plus if it's on Zuffa Boxing. It won't even be on Netflix. So it's
yeah,
like, I mean, obviously they're going to get that Saudi money, but still, it's one of those things where it's like, you guys, like, imagine if Pacquiao Mayweather waited so long. They're like, yeah, we don't really do pay per view anymore. They're like, wait, what? We've been trying to drive this up for years. It's like, well, you waited too long.
yeah,
Like the market left, dummy.
yeah. Dummy. And the Saudi Arabia is not going to always pay the money out for 45-year-olds to box each other. That should have happened 10 years ago.
They might not, especially with everything going on there right now. But that's a
Yeah,
different show. So
yeah, that's a different show. We'll follow us on.
no.
No.
What other news you got for me?
I got two more things, both short.
Okay.
Justin Gaethje next move. Manager Ollie
I
teased
talked about
timelines.
this.
Yeah, we kind of got into it a little bit. Teased timelines and matching parameters for lightweight champion Justin Gaethje, sparking widespread fan speculation that Armin Sarzukian is the next fight in line for the title shot.
I mean, Armin should be. Obviously, Armin's fighting against Hoofy, so it is going to be a number one contender. If Hoofy beats Armin Sarukian, he's absolutely going to fight Gaethje.
Yeah,
They'll do that fight. I think that's a good fight. It would be tough for Gaethje to win that, but I mean, he should. As for the Armin fighting Gaethje, that's a good fight. Gaethje does bring that unique, just like He-Man Berserker challenge to
yeah,
anyone. But like I think Armin can get it done. I think Armin is like legit probably one of the best fighters that we just don't
yeah,
get to see fight because he's a psycho and likes to get in trouble. But
yeah,
the other psychos that get in trouble can fight. So hopefully he can get to a title fight soon. Like it's just
yeah.
kind of getting frustrating at this point.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to kind of continue with this little bit conversation to finish it off. We're going to
Okay.
deal with Dana, Armit, and Charles at the same time. Armit Sarzukian was originally, obviously, we talked about it earlier, to schedule a high stakes fight rematch against Charles Oliveira. Um, and then Charles Oliveira's teammate, Allen, passed away, 34-year-old UFC flyweight,
Alan
from a heart
Nascimento.
attack.
There we go. Right?
Yeah, yes.
There we go. I finally remember his name.
Yeah, passed away by a heart attack, and Hoofy is now stepping
Okay.
in to take the fight. But anyways, with that being said, which we already talked about, White now is facing heavy criticism from MMA community after posting a great day picture on social media celebrating just literally minutes like after the promotion announced the tragic passing of Charles Oliveira and his friend, which is a UFC fight. But that's just
When was that announced? Like, what day was it?
I don't have the date on
So,
here.
like, okay, let's
About
be real here for a
yeah.
minute. Oh, God. You know, like,
I
I'm
have a
not
whole
going to
thing to say.
pretend. Okay. Do you want me to go or you want to go?
All I will say is, people, when you're dealing with people like Dana White or higher end people, they have social media teams that run their accounts
Yeah.
too.
Okay. That's one of my points.
Yeah, social media accounts, especially at that level, they just don't have it. Most times they don't have the time. They're always on a phone call. Dana White is always gambling, so you have to like. They're just. It's not.
Guys,
He
Dana
doesn't approve
White
of
was
everything.
watching the Zuffa event in Ireland,
Yeah,
not the UFC event at the Apex. He
really.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't care about the UFC nearly as much as he cares about Zuffa boxing. Let's all get very wise to that. And then two, like you said, guys, it's not Dana White putting the post of on the UFC account. You know what I
Correct.
mean? Now his personal, sure, like so. Oh, it's a great day. Okay, in terms of that, what was that too? So I'm sure he announced some type of power slap, Zuffa boxing, some other thing. He's smoking a cigar, so he probably either won a law in the casino or something else.
Yes, it was
But
a boxing venue claim.
yeah,
Promotion. It was literally promotional drama about the TKO group in Zuffa.
okay, yeah.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, basically he got a win. And he's like smoking a cigar in front of his haters on social media. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
he's doing general promoter stuff. Good for him. Whatever. I
Yeah.
don't really care about that much. But
That's weird. A lot of
yeah,
these topics are
it
just like
clear,
flowing with each
guys.
other.
Dana White did not spark up a cigar to celebrate Charles Oliveira's teammate passing away. Like, come on,
No.
like so. You know, I don't
Yeah.
like Dana White, but I'm not going to take like there's plenty of other things you can criticize him for, like beating his wife.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's the one. Okay, like,
Yeah,
sorry.
that's the one that gets it going.
It's yeah. What? What you said?
So that's the one that gets the people going, man.
Well, it's like, oh, like yeah, that's what you like. Sorry, it's old news. Like, yeah, I get he did that a couple of years ago now. Like, that's what I would criticize the guy on, or the fact that he runs Monopoly. But no, okay, it's going to be he's smoking a cigar at an inconvenient timing of a post. How many people are guilty of that? All right.
Yeah.
What a terrible news one. Like I like the other three so much more. You ended it with the lamest one. Hold on.
Um,
I'm
you
gonna
can find other
find
news things. You find something.
really quick.
I'll cheer it up. Everybody, we have a sound effect board now. We're going to be adding some sound effects to it at some point. Could be this year, could be tomorrow, could be the next year. I don't know when we're going to add some
All
stuff,
right.
but we're
I
going to have
can't
something
find it.
funny.
Yeah, no, we're gonna keep on trying to do this. It's been a thing. I think we should end it out with our favorite soundbite that we're going to have to figure out something better for. But
Powered
you
by
know,
Riverside FM.
oh wait, I thought
wait,
this
no.
one was the music. Which one was the music?
It's the one above it. Oh, here.
There we are.
There you go. There you go. No.
Thank you for watching Bigger Fight Talk.
Powered by Riverside.
Riverside Promotion. Amigo Fight Talk. Trip is hard.
Thank you for a long career here at Elkins.
Max Hallway.
So stupid. All right. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week.
Peace.